Hello guys, this is Christopher Parham at Lipo Connection Solutions, and this is just a tip for those who ordered power supplies with the bare ends. This is definitely a different and unique wire that I'm using. It's still a silicone wire, 150C silicone wire, so it's not top grade, but it's still silicone and made for high temp use. But it also has like a fiberglass sheathing on it that's kind of flame retardant or flame resistant. And so typically, with regular silicone, you just, you know, clip it on, pull it off, and you'll have your nice exposed section. With this, if you use some standard cutters like these, whenever you clip it, it'll cut through, and you can pull off, you know, what you need and get, perfectly stripped wire, but you'll have these frays kind of left over. So one of the easier ways to deal with that is strip it like normal, then come back with some nice sharp scissors and then trim off the excess carefully. So, and this is very important, especially if you're fishing it through connectors, like this. It's a very, very tight fit, but I've used these. I mean, I guess I've developed a technique or something, but I will strip it and make sure there's no extra burrs or any frayed fiberglass, and then I would just look down the center and slowly thread it through and make sure I'm perfectly centered. You're going to meet a little bit of resistance, but normally what I do is just slightly twist and it pushes through fine. And even still is um, not as frayed as it could have been if you were sloppy with it, or you have some poor cutters that didn't strip it well. Um, but so yeah, you can still use this wire on most of the connectors, from what I know. This is a EC5 connector. Um, I have XT150 connectors here, which it should thread through just fine. I mean, but these are large connectors, which I'm used to using high current connectors. I'm not exactly sure if it will be suitable for 4mm bullet, but I have one right here. Seems like the jacket, well, it seemed like it will fit with a little bit of persuasion. Um, but you'll have to come back with a nice small screwdriver and tuck in the fiberglass. But the reason why I went this route, because this is $1 a foot if you got real silicone wire, but this is 55 cents a foot for this wire. So, and it's not that I'm trying to be cheap, I'm just trying to keep the cost down for the customer and still give them an equivalent quality of product without driving up the cost, because easily the product cost will easily drive up by like uh $5 or $6 for some power supplies that are totally pimped out, and this keeps the cost down for you guys. Another way that I found out how to strip this wire, and it's like I stumbled upon it recently. Yeah, you can do it the regular way where you strip it and have the frays and come back and trim it with some scissors. But recently what I found that I could do is I could cut it one way, but not pull it off. I could cut it one way, turn the wire um, 90 degrees, and then cut it again, and then pull it off, and it'll be a perfect, it'll be just like as if you trimmed it up. So let me go ahead and do that now. Well, yeah, let me go ahead and do that now. So I'm gonna cut it one way, and then rotate the wire partially and cut it again, and then pull it off, and it gives me a perfect cut. So, and these cutters are, these aren't like, oh my god, brand spanking new cutters. These are pretty um not pretty old, I'll say about a year or so old of me doing these power supply conversions. But that's how I cut and strip the wire. So, before there's a flood of complaints of I don't like this and this is cheap wire and everything, the wire is actually pretty good. You're more likely frustrated at stripping it and putting it through housings. And just as I showed, I was able to strip it and put it through this EC5 housing. And I gotta tell you, this is a tight housing. If you don't strip it properly, it will get hung up in there, and you're gonna have to cut it and trim back and try at it again. But that's how I strip the wire and insert it through housings. I hope this helps somebody. Thanks for watching.